Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered several Vertigofy levels, so in this part, I'll be doing my second playthrough of the Wily challenge mode. This time, I'll be going through a medium-length Wily castle on the normal difficulty setting. So let's see how this will compare in terms of difficulty in comparison with my first run through. So for this mode we start with 30 lives. My biggest question on this mode is that, will the general difficulty be higher in comparison to easy mode? Lots of Camusa burrows in this stage. I do like the combination of the foreground and background assets. And overall, I think this is a pretty good starting level. On par to decent. I do enjoy the challenges focusing on the usage of the Camusa burrows. I also like how there are several secret areas to the left or right of the stage, rewarding attentive players. I knew that was gonna happen. I should have used a charge kick instead. Thankfully, it's only about a 7 or 8 screen walk away. I also like how this stage frequently has these large life energy and weapon energy respawners, so it heavily incentivizes you to use special weapons. That's the end of level 1. On to stage 2, which is The Great Temple by Dr.1235. For my Wily challenge runs, I won't be as heavily evaluating the stages that I go through. I will be pointing out some of the more egregious faults of the stage, or if the stage does something really well, like the previous stage did with the Camuso Bros and Croakers. Going for a bit more of a non-linear setup, I see. Now I can proceed downwards. If I held left over there, I'd probably get access to a secret. Some odd screen scrolling behavior there. Just like with the previous stage, I'd say that this is on par to decent. Alrighty, definitely better than most of the levels that I covered in the previous Wily challenge run. And checkpoint placement of this stage is definitely on point. Skull Barrier and Plant Barrier. Although we don't need a skull barrier over there to cross the bed of spikes. I guess he doesn't have any weakness then. It's not the NATO either, so no weakness. Never mind, he's weak to the Mega Buster. Another pretty solid level overall. Let's see if this trend continues on to the next set of stages. I echoed the suggestion that I wish there was a button to fast forward through this intro segment. Third up is The Rockway by Xpsxexp. I don't know how to pronounce that. So far, pretty straightforward. And that's the end of the stage. Very short. There goes our 2-level streak of on par to decent levels. Fourth up is Dr. Wily Didn't Make This by Donut King. He very likely didn't. Okay, quick boomerang, metal blade, and metal blade. Yep, Dr. Wily definitely did not make this. Otherwise, he would not have given us 3 capsules of the metal blade. I'm not checking out where that Galaxy Man teleporter leads to. Another very short level. Oh, wait a minute, his weakness is probably the metal blade. As I mentioned in the previous Wily challenge run, most of the stages, at least 90% of them, are going to be below par. Only 10% of them are at the very least going to be on par. The same holds true with the levels on the most popular queue. Mega Man 9 and 10 mod Commando Man Remix by TheDeadlyCutsmin. Sadly, I don't have the mod installed, so the graphics are probably going to look a bit off. At the very least, we have another actual traditional level. I started with 5 special weapons as well as the rush coil. There's probably something up there. Indeed there is. If the sandstorm gimmick from the original Mega Man 10 stage was here, this would be a lot more challenging and interesting. Apparently we have split pathways. If I was playing this level as one of the regular levels in the most popular queue parts, or more likely than not in the viewer submitted levels part, I would have explored the second pathway down over there. But as this is a challenge run, I won't. Pretty easy to get E-Tank over there. This is where the 2 pathways link up with each other. Another split pathway. Let me take the upper road this time. I don't remember this section being in the original Commando Man level, so glad to see that this remix stage is extending the level and adding some new flair to it. I just wish that the trademark sandstorm gimmick from the original level was here, but unfortunately it's not part of the engine. Not yet anyway. And here where the two pathways link up with each other, once again. Glad to see that this stage has multiple pathways for replayability. That was foolish of me. Definitely upping the ante here. At least the introduction of the springs were first done in a safe environment, and now it's gradually getting tougher. I was half expecting there to be a secret to the left. It just looked so suspicious. What with there being no wall. Nonetheless, it's time to face the boss. I say that this was an above average to decent stage. Seems that Crashman didn't like snakes here. So far, we've had 3 out of 5 stages that are at the very least decent. And certainly longer in comparison to most of the stages in Wily's Challenge Run 1. Sixth up is Fortress in the Sky by Maku00090. Still have most of my lives remaining, as well as the Spirit tank. This stage looks a bit more bland visually, but I guess it's okay. These sorts of E-jumps. Thank goodness I have access to slide jumps. Otherwise this would be a lot more frustrating. Let me guess. Yep, that led to a bottomless pit. I wanted to double check. Oh, rats. There's no checkpoints whatsoever in this level. That's an instant minus for any stage. There should be a checkpoint just before the boss fight. doesn't take too long to get back over there, so I guess it isn't that bad. Just so I don't fall in the pit over there. Hopefully I won't need this in the future. The other way I could have defeated him is by dropping him into one of the pits, but that's a lot more unpredictable. The fact that this room was more enclosed made this fight a lot more hectic and annoying to dodge. Seventh up is Maze. This is gonna cause a few problems, probably. Let's see how much of a maze this is. At least the stage isn't lagging everywhere, so it isn't too big. Something I forgot to mention during my coverage of the version 1.4 new features is that once you hit a checkpoint, all of the previous checkpoints that you hit get reset. That was a very fast maze to complete. I probably don't... Never mind, I even have access to Iceman's weakness. This felt disappointing. I was expecting this stage to go by for 3 to 4 minutes longer, but nope. It still counted as a death though, so... rats. Let's do this again, shall we? Nothing more to say about the stage other than I thought I was going to collect the other special weapons before getting to the boss, but nope. It just ended right after I got the charge kick. Eighth up is Mountain High by Cool Kid 70. Apparently, the background below hasn't been filled in. A minus in terms of aesthetics. Wonder why those Metars are to the left. Metools specifically. That's it? It sure looked like there was more to the stage. Even Stone Man is super weak against the Mega Buster. Add that to the list of stages that abruptly end. Ninth up is Super Pitfall by TFSDragon. I do recall playing a few stages by TFSDragon in the past, so let's see how this one fares. This is probably a recreation slash remix of some of the level design from Super Pitfall. There is one of the exits. I get the impression that there are multiple exits. Or in fact there's actually a spike at the right side. Because the stage reset from the beginning because I didn't hit a checkpoint, I lost my M&E tanks. Those tackle fires are rising out of nothing. Didn't realize you could do this in this engine. Two choices, going to the left or going to the right. Let's see what's to the left. A bottomless pit over there. Let's see what's to the right first. Based off of the level progression, we're essentially climbing up a mountain. That was strange. We even have multiple doors to choose from. Never mind, this is a one-way door. When I said doors, I actually meant gates. And they link up here into this boss arena. Bit unfair to place me directly in the fire bars. Bomb Man, are you okay over there? I think I broke his AI. For some reason, when he went off screen, he just kept bouncing over there and didn't even bother to attack. This is either 9th or 10th, the race version 1 by DonutPoo, where we'll be racing against Crashman. I can force Crashman to attack by pressing the attack button. Well, Crashman beat me to the race and fell into a pit. So I double won the stage. This was stage 10. That was a strange way to end off my second run of the Wily challenge mode, but okay. Let's take a look at all the 10 levels I completed. The first 2 stages I went through were pretty good. The next 2 were rather short. This one was also pretty good. I'd say that this was the best level out of the part, along with probably the Great Temple. This was also forgettable, descended way too abruptly. Mountain High also abruptly. Super Pitfall felt like it was going for something. It felt like a almost decent or almost on par stage. It was meh. But as I said, I think it was trying to emulate the level design from Super Pitfall. And this ended rather strangely. So, in comparison with Wily Challenge number 1, I say that the overall quality of levels was about the same to slightly better. Number 1, number 2, number 5, they were decent. They'd fit pretty well in the Veer levels part. Super Pitfall sort of as well, but the rest were rather monotonous, ended way too abruptly, or were just there. And just like with the previous part, or the previous part which I focused on, the Wily Challenge mode, it really should show what the level IDs are for all these levels. There's enough space after all, and it's a lot easier to search for them using a level ID in comparison with their name and author name. So I guess this is okay. Also, in terms of difficulty, I say it was about the same difficulty as easy mode. The only real difference was that I started out with 30 lives instead of 50 lives. So it appears that no matter what mode you choose, it'll pick a random selection of 10 levels that you string together that you have to go through. It doesn't do it like in Mario Maker, where it chooses the levels based off the completion rate. Now I want to echo my suggestion from the first Wily Challenge run. I'd like a custom mode so we can effectively choose the amount of starting lives and what level set to go through. Like, I'd like it to choose, for example, from the new queue, the most popular queue for a certain day, or a set that you can create, maybe downloadable levels. That way you can have some pretty fun challenge run-throughs, similar to what a lot of Mario Maker speedrunners do. Give the players more control over the Wily Challenge mode. I enjoy that it's here, similar to the 100-man Mario mode in Super Mario Maker, but nonetheless I want more control. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more Veer levels. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!